What's going on, guys? Let me know how the audio sounds. As I figure this out on my end here. Alright, guys. How is the audio? Just post in there if you can hear me. And if it's actually working. Okay, what's going on, Hershey? What's going on, Freeman? What's going on, guys? How's the, here, let's try this. How's the video coming through? I'm guessing it's coming through in phone mode here. Glad to hear it, Hershey. Alright, nice. Guys, I just wanted to do a kind of a midweek live video real quick. Probably do about 30 minutes or so live here. Just to touch base with everybody, see how everyone's doing, answer any questions, or, just chill. So, welcome to the live stream. Okay, stream looks good. Okay, sweet. Guys, as guys are coming in, we do have a new sponsor. If you guys, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Gun Mag Warehouse, but if you need magazines, okay, check out the description below. They are going to be the sponsor of the live stream, okay? Gun Mag Warehouse. What's going on, Dawson? Welcome to the stream. I am going to enjoy my adult beverage, okay, here as we get going. Looking thick, solid, and tight. Keep posting pics and videos. Good luck. Thanks, man. Guys, for those of y'all just coming in, Gun Mag Warehouse is a sponsor of the channel. Use the link below. I get a small kickback. Let them know Trench Grenade sent you. This is just a spontaneous live stream, touching base with everybody here at the end of the day. If you're enjoying an adult beverage or a Gatorade or whatever you got going on, cheers. I am rocking my fanny pack. I'll let you use your deductive reasoning on what's in the fanny pack. Guys, whatever questions or anything you got, just post them down below. Trench, fun fact, I almost got shot 4 hours ago at my job, and now I'm watching the Trench. Girl, come here. Come say hi. All right, everybody say hi to my dog. Yep. Okay. Head on out. Okay. Gross. Well, glad you made it, Blackbird. Brooke, hey, get out of there. It's not your food. All right, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Thank you. Brooke, come here. Come say hi to the people. Boom. Other dog. I have not had a chance to pick up the slugs now. Just got a haircut today. That's all I had time to do. All right, guys, post your questions. What questions we got? What questions we got? What do we want to talk about today? Let's talk about kit setup. How about that? Let's talk about kit setup. What questions do we have about kit? It can be, yeah, we'll talk about kit today. So what questions do we have about kit? We could talk about rifle kit, handgun kit. Post what questions we got here as people are starting to trickle in here. Any leads on training in South Ohio? Check out the Discord. I'm assuming you're a member of, or not a member of the Patreon. If you join the Patreon, I'll send you a link to the Discord, and the Discord server is where you meet buddies to train with and game with, okay? So check that out. We have a training link up page in the Discord channel. How many tourniquets do you want in your setup? One in probably your left leg pocket, okay? one in your IFAC that doesn't count, okay, and then at least one additional external, so 3 minimum. But typically guys will say, well, how many, bro, come here. Guys will say, how many limbs do you have? You know what I'm saying? So however many limbs you have, Brooke, come here. However many limbs you have is how many tourniquets you need. Hi, girl. Okay. Okay. For everyone just joining in, Gun Mag Warehouse is the sponsor of the video, so check them out if you need mags. There's a link in the description below. Just tell them I sent you on checkout. Gun Mag Warehouse. Hi, dog. What's going on? What? You're fine. Come here. Come lay down. Alright guys, what questions we got? I don't want to waste y'all's time. I'm working too hard. I mean, I just want to do this live stream midweek. I felt like I haven't been putting out very much content this week, so I have a couple questions. One, would you suggest investing in a battle belt setup or a chest rig first? Chest rig, okay? Chest rig before battle belt. Why? Because rifle is what wins fights, okay? Your concealed carry option should, if you have a T-Rex arms or an NSR tactical, it should work fine. Okay, so you always want to get a chest rig before a battle belt because you can still carry your handgun concealed, but you need a way to carry it. Hey, come here. No more. Lay down. You need a way to carry rifle mags first. And what are budget rifle optics I recommend? The 6-hour Romeo 5 is good. You can put a EOTech magnifier 3 times behind it is what I do. Just bought a Scar Mags from Gun Mag. Good stuff. Awesome. Should have used the link below, but I guess you probably didn't know that they're a sponsor. Bipods on 8-inch fighting rifles. I wouldn't recommend it. You're just adding weight. There's no reason to. Have I tried the new cone shape Winchester? Don't worry about, just make sure whatever handgun ammo you get actually feeds on up in reliably. Don't worry about the shape. If it's a short hollow point, obviously you need to make sure it feeds reliably in your weapon. Helmet or nah? Oh, well, you're going to need a helmet if you're running nods, so at a minimum a bump helmet, but bump helmets don't stop things like 9mm projectiles or shrapnel, so for me, yes, but it depends on what if you're running nods and what your life is worth. Go lay down, dog. Brooke, go lay down. Come here. Come here. Up. Hey, come here. Get up here. Brooke, get up here. Lay down. What's going on? Should someone get 3+ plays or save for level 4? I recommend Hesco L210s when getting started. That's what I have. They work good. They're not NIJ rated plate, but they work pretty good. Freeman says, I have 3 totes full of play carriers and chest rigs. How long did it take you to find a rig that works for you? I started with the DC3RX. I kind of got lucky because I was in the military, or still am, but I use a lot of bad issued gear and a lot of good issued gear. And for me, I like placard setups. So like the DC3RX from Haley Strategic can click right into your freaking kit, and when you get to wherever you're gonna be for a while, you can take off your mags. So just something that's worked for me. And then Ronin obviously makes a good belt. So just buy quality first. That way you're not buying bad gear over and over again. Buy once, cry once is actually a real thing, guys. What are my thoughts on a 13.7 suppressed pin and welded AR-15? Be a good rifle to invest in. SHTF. Yeah, you're still gonna get a lot of velocity, and then it's not gonna be too short. So you're still gonna maintain a lot of that velocity from the slug. So that's gonna be awesome. 11.5s are awesome too. So, but obviously with everything going on with the ATF, just use your best judgment with that. FN makes good products. Like I always say, they're making a Glock basically. So Smith & Wesson's making a Glock, Glock is making a Glock, SIG is making a Glock, and that the FN 509 is a Glock. Okay, so my advice for a serious handgun, okay, anything that you can put the thing in the thing, rack the thing, and then it doesn't go off when you don't want it to go off, and there's no external things all over it. Okay, all you should, as far as training purposes, all you want to have to do is put the mag in, rack it, shoot, and when you're done, mag out, lock it back. That's it. Keep it simple. The simpler you make your carry setup and the simpler you make your duty setup, the happier you're going to be in the long term. All right, guys, what other questions we got? We got about 20 minutes left on this live. Any recs on solid boots, hiking shoes? Solomon, okay. Oh, I hopefully will have a sponsor with them here soon. I've done the I've done the application and everything for it already, so we'll see. But for the time being, it's going to be Palmetto State Armory and Magpul down there in the description for the video. Gore-Tex is a plus. I mean, don't get wrapped up in the... Hey! Lay down. Don't get wrapped up in the Gore-Tex boots. What I would say is get wrapped up in socks. Always have extra socks, okay? Good quality boots, like Solomon's, okay? The mid-level hiking boots, okay? And then get a ton of socks. Do I have any recommendations or features look for in a compact 9mm suppressor for a PCC? No, I mean, what is it? Oh, no, I'm drawing a blank. The range that I train at, they have a freaking thing, and I'm forgetting the name of the spot. The name of the... What do you need? Guys, give me 1 second. Post a bunch of questions. I'll be right back. I'm going to let this dog outside. Let's go. Hurry up. Okay, we're back. Forgot what I was saying. PCCs. Honestly, I wouldn't even suppress a PCC. I would just invest in training and ammo with that money you would use. For a fighting rifle today, would I rather have the 20-inch barrel and the M16? Pencil barrels, 99% of y'all, a pencil barrel is going to get you through. It's going to save you weight, and you're going to like shooting it better. So, you're not going to be doing full auto fire, then just do a pencil barrel. If you're only doing regular stuff, regular training, you probably have a buddy too. So you run the drill, then your buddy runs the drill, then you run the drill, then your buddy runs the drill. Most of y'all are probably only shooting out to 50 meters or 100 meters anyway. So just get a pencil barrel. You'll be happy with it. I had thoughts on the full-size PSA dagger against the Glock 17. Well, seeing as how Palmetto State Armory is a sponsor, I will say if you want to get 10 magazines and the gun and the PSA dagger, it's going to be a good choice. And use the link below, as PSA is a sponsor, the secondary sponsor of this video. I get a small kickback, and then you get a good product. Let me let the dog in, guys. Post some more questions down below. All right, dogs, let's go. Let's go, dog. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, The dagger 17 size will treat you right, and if you use the link below, you'll get a little bit of a discount. You get the 10 mag package down below for like $3.99. I think you get 10 mags. 5 of them are the 26 rounders, and 5 of them are the 17 rounders. And then I get a little bit kickback too, and they work. Glock 17 obviously is going to run. It's awesome. Both are awesome. Our drop-in handguards, or drop-in guards, good to go in 2023. Drop-in guards. What are you talking about? Need more. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Drop-in guards. The KGM magazines, watch out for them. The Korean-made magazines, they are trash. Any suggestions for guys running 308 ARs are appreciated. Buy good quality glass, because the whole purpose of having a 308 AR so you can reach out to 600 to 800 meters, right? So make sure you buy good quality glass the first time. And you know, if you're not gonna buy good quality glass for a 308 AR, stick with 5.56. And for the dude that's asking about 308, let me tell you, carrying that weight is gonna suck. So make sure you can actually carry that weight. And no, it's not an attack on y'all, but I do this stuff every day. And if you're planning on actually training with the 308 size weapon, that cartridge is too heavy for the vast majority of the human race for continuous fighting. 308 cartridge is heavy and it sucks. But if you're in a stationary position where you don't have to bring up your mags and everything is going to be delivered to you in some fictitious world, which it won't be if you're using it for civilian purposes, so stick to 5.56. I would stay away from 308. What up, bro? Checking in from the California desert. What's going on? Sling recommendations. I pick 2. I use the Blue Force gear that Vickers. It's the Blue Alpha gear or Blue Force gear. Someone will post in the comments below. Either the Blue Force gear or Blue Alpha gear that the Vickers sling. I either use that one or the T-Rex arm sling based on what mood I'm in. The Vickers, it feels like it keeps it closer to your body and is less movement. But the T-Rex is easier to quickly loosen and tighten to your body. Also, post down below your thoughts on John Wick 4. I'm about to be watching it here in a second. So let me know what y'all think about John Wick 4. Have you seen the new ban law Connecticut passed yesterday? I've been working 16-hour days, guys. As most of you know, I'm active duty drill sergeant, so I have not seen it, unfortunately. Basically, to give y'all an indicator of how busy I am, if you're seeing a video every couple days, I have a little bit of free time, right? Just a little bit. But if you're not seeing a video at all, and you're seeing a random live stream and me sitting here drinking whiskey with y'all for about 30 minutes, then it means I'm really busy, okay? And if I look sunburned, then I've been busy. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Should I Rice cooked asked, should I give up if I don't have night vision if my opponent has it? No, don't give up. Buy a white light. Never give up. Never give up, guys. Even if you don't have the Gucci gear. If you don't have night vision, buy a white light, and if for some reason you get the chance, turn that 1,000 lumens on and blast them in the face. I guarantee you it'll even out the fight pretty quick. But the element of surprise and being able to maneuver at night silently and quickly and effectively, I mean, night vision will win in that case. But don't just give up if you don't have night vision. Drop in handguards, good to go. Are you talking about my Magpul sponsorship with the Magpul handguards? Yeah, those are fine, if that's what you're talking about. M-Lock. Only get a quad rail for the vibes. If you're like me and you joined the Army in 2013 and you like the quad rail because it's confidence inspiring, fine. But for all you civvies that don't have any sort of nostalgia to a rifle, get M-Lock. M-Lock is going to work way better. It's going to work the same, and it's going to be way lighter. Okay. But if you're like me and you just have this like nostalgia kick for quad rails because you grew up with it, then yeah, go ahead and get the freaking quad rail. Okay, good to hear. Thunderstorm warning. John Wick 4 was a good movie. I like it. Okay, yep. Would you work with Torque Man to do T&E for their mags? I don't know who that is, so I don't want to say yes or no. I would have to look into some stuff on their company and stuff. But for everyone just now joining, Gun Mag Warehouse is a sponsor of this live stream. Check the description below. There'll be a link for Gun Mag Warehouse. Okay, get over there and buy magazines, guys, for whatever you need. Like I said, you need a minimum of 10 for every rifle you have. So if you don't have that, get down there and use the link below, as well as Palmetto State Armory. There's going to be a link down there so you can go over and get your dagger, you know, your dagger or your freaking Saber 15, whatever you need. Would you include any tungsten core ammo in your loadout? The Army has a round called M855 Alpha 1, but you can buy it as a civilian, but it's going to be extremely expensive. So I just use M193 ball, 55 grain M193 ball. Great movie, John Wick 4. Okay, awesome, good to hear. I have a new SOG Ninja Day Pack. Yeah, Mystery Ranch. I'm also hopefully, so I'm trying to get in with Mystery Ranch, Solomon, and we already got PSA, Gun Mag Warehouse, so those are going to be the sponsors of the channel, but we're not sponsored by them yet, and Mystery Ranch is what I use. I use that blue Mystery Ranch bag that I'm always using on the channel. Maybe I'll do a review. Post below if you want to see a review of Mystery Ranch packs. I have their Assault 2, it's like their 48-hour pack, and then I have their civilian looking like blue and brown bag, okay, for the gym and stuff. So yeah, definitely Mystery Ranch. Mystery Ranch has been awesome. I use mine every day for work, like hard every day, you know, throwing protein bars, phone charger, water, energy drinks, a couple tourniquets, pins, you know, everything you would use on a day-to-day. I'm always throwing them in and out. And for the range, going to and from the range with that Assault 2 pack, I'm throwing tripods, ammo, whatever we're using to film. That day, I'm throwing it in and out of that freaking Mystery Ranch. So if you need a pack, definitely check out Mystery Ranch. Yeah, guys. I'll plug it one more time. Anyone that needs mags or good quality products from Palmetto State Armory or Gun Mag Warehouse, the description it's in the link below. They're the sponsor of the video, as well as the Patreon. If you need buddies to game with or train with in your area, check out the Patreon below. It's only $5 a month. .556 hollow point. The 77 grain AAC, 77 grain, the 77 grain 556 round from freaking Palmetto State Armory is awesome. Check out the link below. That thing is awesome. I'm drawing a blank. 77 grain. It's like a boat tail hollow point. Check it out. Why does the live stream have only 3 likes? Because only 3 people like it. I don't know. If y'all like the video, hit the like button. If everyone in here right now hits the like button, that'll help the channel. You know what I mean? Simple things like actually commenting on videos and actually liking the video, right? It says there's 42 people in here. If every single person likes the video, it'll actually help. Open tip match, yep. Oh, I don't know about all that. He's asking rain or bang. I like rain. That's what I do. I drink rain like religiously every day. Unfortunately, I'm sure I'll have a heart attack at some point, but yeah. Where was I? I'm gonna be checking this ammo for sure. Yeah, it's a 77 grain AAC round. You can afford it because they have a crazy deal on it. Grantham tested a bunch of it on his channel. That stuff is spicy. Yeah. Rip It's, that's a good way to give you a heart attack for sure. Yeah, Sticky, if you need the 77 grain AAC, just go to the description, click on the PSA, go over, put 500 rounds or whatever, however much you need for your loadout, and that stuff is awesome. I'm telling you, it's spicy. That 77 grain AAC round is spicy. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. It's basically a small hollow point, but it's doing crazy stuff. I'll remember right when the freaking live stream ends, probably. Thanks, brother. It says doing well with the sponsors. Good on you. Thanks, brother. It's more about Reverend. It's more, so the sponsor thing is, there has only been a couple that have seen my channel first. It's more shout out to Risky Krisky networking and like trying to get on board with like-minded companies, right? Sierra Match King, yep, 77 grain Sierra Match King. The sponsorship is more about getting on board with like-minded people. I'm not going to come on here and start talking about like something I don't believe in. And that's something, I think if you're watching the live stream, you probably know that about me by now, right? I'm not going to advertise something that I don't actively believe in. So me coming on here saying you should get a dagger, I'm saying you should get a dagger because I have a dagger. They work. It's a Glock 19. You get 10 mags with it. It's going to run. Then PSA is going to take care of you, right? And when I say, okay, you need magazines. You need quality magazines that you can buy in bulk for cheap. Okay, Gun Mag Warehouse, obviously. It's a no-brainer sponsor, right? That's why you see guys like when Grantham used to have Gun Mag Warehouse because, okay, you need mags for the guns you have, and you need a lot of them, and you need them to be quality, like PMag, right? That's why Magpul is another sponsor because all the sponsors I'm going to have, it's going to be stuff I actually use. I'm not going to say some crazy thing like go buy Easter stuff for the holidays because I don't believe in tacky stuff, right? My wife does, but I don't believe in that stuff. I don't use the product is what I'm trying to say. If I don't use the product, I'm not going to have them on here. I recommend 1 in 7 barrel twist if you can get it for an AR-15. I think it's either Lucky Gunner or... Hey, someone better be actively breaking in if you barking. Come here. Brooklyn, come here. Yeah, get over here. Someone better be actively breaking in if you're over there barking. No, come here. Get up here and lay down. Lay down. No. Lay down and relax. Where were we, guys? Oh, yeah. Right hand, 1 in 7. Okay, that's what you want for ARs. All right, guys, we're going to do about 10 more minutes, and we'll wrap this up. Post whatever questions you have or things you want to talk about below. If everyone in here, like I said, if everyone in here either hits the like button or does something, okay? If you need 100 rounds of ammo and you use the link, I get a little bit, you get a good product. Whatever in the description from Gun Mag Warehouse, PSA, or the Patreon that you like, just check it out and do whatever. I'm not gonna harp on that too much more. Just do what you can afford, okay, guys? Do what feels right. Where were we, guys? Where were we? 43X Mags holds 15. I am so glad you brought that up. The PSA now has a 43X mag that actually works. Glock 43X mag that actually works. Do not use Shield Arms. I have a whole video on my channel on the Shield Arms mags. They are trash. Avoid them. They will work for the first 6 months or so. I've had them for, what, 2 or 3 years now. Whenever the Gen 2s came out, that's how long I've had them. I've ran a ton of ammo on camera and had a ton of malfunctions. So stay away from the Shield Arms mags. All right. My favorite barrel length on the AR for a rifle is 16-inch. If you're going for the vibes, go 20-inch iron sights. Drip. Yeah, if you can afford Mark 262, but the 77 AAC, 77 grain AAC round for 5.56 is way cheaper and does the job. Man, I'm dying. We are mid-cycle, that's why I have no voice right now. Cycle meaning basic training cycle, not trend or something. I think you missed my question. Prioritize mobility. Okay, if you can have 10 mags of 5.56, but no handgun, no armor, and no helmet, but you still have a bump helmet with nods, always prioritize mobility. Okay, and that goes hand in hand with capability. But if the mission doesn't dictate body armor, then drop the body armor. Just know that you're accepting more risk. Everything is a trade-off, guys. If you want to be faster and have more faster but have more ammo, okay, but you're gonna have to leave something behind. It's either gonna be in your assault pack or rucksack. You're gonna have to downgrade your sustainment. Sustainment meaning food, water, and supporting equipment. Okay, so just know that going in. When you're talking about capability, mobility, it's all gonna be about trade-offs. If I'm gonna get in a fight with you right now, I'm gonna wish I had the armor, but you can convince yourself to drop the armor in the short term, but in the long term, you may wish you had the armor. See what I'm saying? So everything is going to be about trade-offs. Am I an atheist? I mean, I don't believe in God, but what you notice is people lean on religion. I don't want to go down the religion path. People that are atheists, like myself, when times are rough, they start to lean on a higher power. That's as much as I'm gonna talk about religion. I grew up raised as a Christian or Protestant. Because I was forced into it so hard as a child, I have gone away from it. But if you ask all my basic trainees if they're religious, they're all going to say yes, because they're leaning on a higher power because they're in a time of stress. What's my sign? If you're talking about astrology, that stuff is fake. I don't subscribe to that. You've been really impressed with the amount of content I'm putting out. I'm doing good stuff. Thanks, brother. Everything that's on the channel is just my thoughts. I'm just putting in video format. If you agree with it, awesome. If you disagree with it, that's fine. You don't have to, and that's one thing, guys. You don't have to agree with everything I agree with or believe in. You have your own thoughts, and you're your own adult person, and I have my own thoughts. So you don't have to agree with everything I say. This is just my opinion, my experience. I have given everyone, we'll go watch Welcome to the Trench video for everyone that doesn't know. Active duty drill sergeant, been in the Army for 10 years. And I've shot competitively, both for the Army and as a civilian on my own. I am just giving you my opinions from my foxhole, okay, my fighting position. You guys are going to have different opinions. It's okay to disagree with me or whatever, as long as you're coming from a standpoint of experience, right? So by no way am I trying to bully anybody into my opinions. I'm just giving you my opinions, right? Because of your state law, I have to ship mags to PA and then drive. I mean, for that situation, if you have to ship mags to a certain spot to pick them up, buy in bulk one time. Buy 10 of this, 10 of that, 10 of this, and that. Then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about it. Guys are talking about barrel length, barrel twist, I should say. They have. The PSA has released the PSA Type 56 spiker. It's on their website right now. I literally saw it the other day. Go buy the spiker using my link below. That way we both get a good product, right? The daggers come with PMags. Shout out to my Magpul sponsorship because they're awesome. I don't have a link below. Check out my previous video. If you need stuff from Magpul, check out my previous video. But in the description below here, you can buy PMags with my Gun Mag Warehouse sponsorship. So it all works hand in hand. Crazy. The more you know. The cycle has been a journey. We did picture day today with the kids, with the trainees. Of course, they're always motivated. Not necessarily, Matthew. I think a lot of dinosaurs like us used to think, oh, everyone just goes to religious services on Sunday to get away from the drill sergeants. I don't think that's true, because if you treat the trainees with dignity and respect, right, if you're a good drill sergeant, you're treating the trainees with dignity and respect, being fair and impartial, but still being strict, right? You're still being a drill sergeant. There's no reason for them to run away from you, right? You're still going to give them their secular time to reflect, right? Whether that's they want to lift weights in the CTA or if they want to go to religious services. So it's all you guys thinking, that trainees are trying to go to religious services to get away from drill sergeants. Well, guess what? There's drill sergeants facilitating religious services, but the dinosaur drill sergeant thing is out the window. Modern day drill sergeants, we're leaders. We're actually developing and training them, these trainees, to be lethal members of a team, right? Soldiers. We're not trying to create, trying to be a bully. Okay, you don't want to be a bully in life, guys. Same way I'm talking to you right now. I'm having a discussion with you guys. I'm not talking at you. I want to talk with you. And it's the same way with the trainees. Yes, you're still a disciplinarian. Yes, you're still teaching them, and you are still a drill sergeant, but you don't want to just be a bully. You want to be a leader, guys. You want to lead them. I'm not going to go off on a tangent about work, but that's, I think you get the idea. How much water do you really need in your pack? A lot. You need a lot of water, CW. You need at least 3 different water sources, a 1 quart, a 1 quart, and a 3 quart. Okay? And you need to have a way to filter water. If you don't have a way to filter water, then guess what? You're bringing triple that. Water is the most important thing to you other than not getting shot. That, yeah, I'm trying not to cuss on the live stream, guys. Are daggers reliable? Go watch my I have 2 videos on this topic. 2 videos. Go watch the videos. Yeah, the e-tool. He's asking what shovel I recommend. Yeah, the entrenching tool that the Army gives people. I wish Magpul made a Gen 2 Glock mag. It'd be nice to see that. So, I'm objective, right? And I want to be very objective and speak very objectively about the sponsor. Okay, so the PMags from Magpul, the rifle PMags are good to go. I've had no issues. Like, no, when I say no issues, obviously you're going to have malfunctions eventually, right? You get anything dirty enough. But the PMags for rifles are awesome. The Glock PMag, or the PMags that go in your Glock, I recommend you use them for training only, and you buy Glock OEM magazines to trust your life on. They're still 99.8% reliable, but I've had more malfunctions, meaning like probably like 10 to 20, right, ever in my life that I can remember, okay, somewhere in that neighborhood. But I've had this many from Glock OEM malfunctions. I've never had a Glock OEM mag fail me, ever, no matter how old it was, okay? And with that being said, you have to actually use your gear, guys. You need to get out on the range and use the gear. Go watch my recent Glock video about talking about Glocks and training a buddy on the range on the Glock handgun, right? Because you have to actually get out there and get uncomfortable and use your gear. You need to be sweating with your weapons, getting out there in the dirt and mud and in the snow, in the rain, actually train in the environment that you're going to be in. That's why when I always talk about the dagger or the Glock, you should be so freaking confident in your ability to use that weapon that you've already done it before. The only thing that should be different in the actual situation is, yes, your heart rate is going to be 170, right? Yes, you're going to be thinking about legalities of the situation based on whatever situation you're in. But you need to actually get out on the range and use the stuff that you're going to use. That is why I say Glock PMags should only, or PMags for Glock should only be used in training. Unless you're poor, but then it comes down to what your life is worth, and Glock OEM mags should be what you trust your life on. Do folks actually, so that's what, Augie, that's what we were just talking about. Always buy OEM mags for real life. For real life with your Glock or your dagger, use Glock OEM. Oh, dang. Blue Jean Operator, what's going on? We're playing F, Marry, Kill. Okay, nothing fancy, Risky, Crisky, Paul Hero, go. Okay, who would I marry? I think I would marry nothing fancy, but it would be it would, I don't know, man. That's a tough one because Paul Harrell, okay, so Risky Crisky's a spaz, so I probably would have to kill him off just because long-term relationship and stuff like that. But it's really, I think it would be, you're going to bang Paul Harrell and marry Nuttin' Fancy, because Nuttin' Fancy and Paul Harrell both have like crazy amounts of knowledge and experience. But Paul Harrell goes to the gym. Nuttin' Fancy's just doing run and gun, so he's got that run and gun body. So I think nothing fancy. You marry him for the knowledge, right, and the run and gun body. Okay, he's gonna stay in shape even though he's old. But you bang Paul Harrell just because he's always in the gym. And you got to kill Risky Krisky because he's a spaz and he's always going to be having those schizo rants, and you can't have that long term. OEM holds less. Not true. Race Gun says his drill instructor were mean and didn't have real conversations. So it's important as a drill sergeant and as a leader in life that you actually talk to people. Yes, there's a time and place to yell and motivate them in a different way. Okay, hurry up, let's go, get moving. Single file line, get behind the other, scuff them up, do what you need to do, right? But there, you need to block out a time, whether it be 20 minutes or 30 minutes in the day. Put them in an instructional formation, which is have the first two ranks essentially take a knee, and the third and fourth rank stand at ease, and just, okay, trainees, this is what you can expect from the real Army. This is what you can expect in airborne school, in ranger school, in whatever school that they're going to. This is what you can expect for finances. You have to be able to talk to people, guys. You can't just be, and I can see right through. If I can tell within an hour of working with somebody if they're a leader or if they're a boss, they're a bully. If you think you're going to put your campaign hat on and your drill sergeant badge on, you're going to walk out there in front of those trainees and lead and motivate them, they'll follow you for a week or so. But after a while, they're going to see right through you and tell if you're an actual leader or if you're just a bully and a boss. And that is why I'm going to be getting a new job, because my mentality aligns with the United States Army Drill Sergeant Academy on creating thinkers, creating lethal members of teams, right? Don't just try to break somebody down. Yes, there's a time to give them a baseline of discipline, a baseline standard to be, but if at some point you have to start being a leader, you have to lead them, do the things that they're doing. If they're doing push-ups, you're doing push-ups. If they're doing something, you're doing it. You don't eat before they eat. Everything that they do, you do. And you do it better than them. And you tell them why. And you give them a task, a purpose. You can't just always be a boss, guys. It is so important. It is so important, especially for America, that we start doing the hard things. Do the hard thing with them, with the people that you're with, in charge of, or with your peers. Don't just skate out. Volunteer, go out there and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. And if you're just watching this because you want the gun stuff or the tactical stuff, put yourself in an uncomfortable situation with your battle buddies out on the range, with your peers, and with your subordinates, and let them see you succeed and let them see you fail. Don't try to hide stuff. And if there's bad parts of this video, I'm putting it in, and I want you to be as critical of me as you can. I don't care. It's not. I'm gonna go to bed with my AR comments in my head. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, and as many days as I have on this earth, I'm gonna let myself, the good and bad of me, be seen to all. I don't believe in hiding and editing out your misses and editing out your failures. You need to fail in front of an audience. You need to fail, and you need to succeed and fail in front of an audience, guys. Yes, is there a time to talk to your battle buddy offline quietly if they're going through something? Yes. But I think if more people treated life as, I'm always being watched, I'm always going to be on that PT stand, I'm always going to be required to live up to an expectation. If all of us did that right now, we would all be better people for it. Our families would be better off for it. If we spent that extra couple minutes with our spouse, explain to them why we appreciate them. Explain to them something you did wrong today. Maybe I didn't bring the trash can in, and tell them why I'm tired, or tell them why I bought them flowers. I bought you flowers because I want to make you feel appreciated. It's not because of the flowers, because I want you to see something and think about why that you're appreciated, that you're a member of this team. And I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm so adamant about people being treating each other the way you want to be treated. And if someone's being a knucklehead, you need to treat them like they're being a knucklehead. Remind them, hey, you're being a knucklehead. That's fine. I'm gonna get you back. Put a half right face them. Put them in the front when you rest for a second. Give them a little bit of PT. Do it with them. But there's different things that motivate different people, guys. And just make sure in life treat people the way you want to be treated. And know, if I was that knucklehead, how would I get me back online? I went off on a tangent there. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to catch up a little bit here. Don't worry about binary triggers. Just train with the mil-spec one. Get better. Farthest I've ever ran, a half marathon. Well, recorded running. Obviously, you ruck 12 to 15 miles, right, at different times. But and with rucking comes running. Okay, it's bad for your knees. No, I do not recommend civilians ruck. There's no reason. Yeah, half marathon's farthest I've ever ran, like with my watch going. Only reason I killed off Risky Krisky is because he's a spaz, and I'm thinking like marriage perspective, right? I just texted Risky Krisky a minute ago. We're trying to do a live stream, and neither of us know how to do a live stream together. So we've been trying to figure out how to do a live stream together. Okay, guys, for everyone just tuning in, Gun Mag Warehouse is a sponsor of the video. If you need magazines, use the link below. I get a small kickback, and they have good products and fast shipping. Gun Mag Warehouse, mega based. It's in the description below. As well as Palmetto State Armory. Go over there, buy a PSA Saber, right? The AR-15, the duty ready rifle, or buy a dagger, because both are good products. Hey, Augie, talking about people having bodies in self-defense. Guess what? There's a lot of combat veterans that may be watching this stream that don't have relevance anymore. Just because you've killed somebody in Minecraft doesn't mean you're relevant anymore. Yes, you have an experience to bring to the table, but you do not have to have stacked bodies to know how to stack bodies. Shout out to T-Rex Arms. They know how to stack bodies, and I don't think many of them have stacked many bodies. Some of y'all need to get out of this mentality of, because how many civilians, I'll just put it like this, how many civilians have killed somebody in self-defense, but they were blindly, throwing rounds around, and you wouldn't want them to teach a course, right? I want T-Rex Arms to teach a course, and he's never stacked any bodies. But a lot of people have used weapons in self-defense, and I would not trust them to even safely handle a weapon. Does that make sense? So get out of this mentality of you have to have done it before. No. I grew up in an army where bad leaders had been to combat, and they were in charge of me just because they'd been to combat. Your combat experience is valuable. It's valuable in that you've been through a tough thing, a stressful thing. But don't bring your combat experience to me and tell me how to, and try to teach me a course when if you're an incompetent leader or an incompetent freaking user of weapons. Does that make sense, guys? So leave that hole, and that goes back to the trainees. The trainees will respect you at first for your combat experience, but over time, like certain people with Medal of Honors on their chest, right, that have earned the Medal of Honor, over time their actions and their words, you can see right through their Medal of Honor and see that a lot of these freaking people are incompetent. Don't rest on your laurels and think, oh, just because I've done it in combat before that I can bring it to the next fight. War is ever changing. Self-defense shootings are ever changing. The world is changing, and don't think just because you've been in one gunfight that you're going to know how the next one will go. I can't harp on that enough. I get so frustrated with people that have a combat infantryman badge or the equivalent in the civilian sector because they've been in one gunfight. I get sick of it, because think about how many people you know have been in a gunfight, and would you want them to teach you a course? There's a lot of them you would not. There's a lot of them you would. So just keep that in mind. Yep, don't be afraid to post the cringe misses, guys. Don't be afraid. If you're afraid, well, take a deep breath and post it anyway. Guys, we're going to go for 8 more minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? So whatever questions you got, put it in there. I'm trying to get through as much as I can. In the end, it's all going to come back to training and your level of proficiency, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and I should say one more time for anyone just now tuning in. If you don't agree with things I say, that's okay. That's where healthy discourse comes in. You tell me I'm wrong, but why you think I'm wrong, I tell you that's a good point or that's a bad point. We have a discussion about it, guys. You don't have to take the things I'm saying as the truth. Take what I'm saying, evaluate it based on your own experiences and beliefs. If you have no training experiences or beliefs, go out and get some training and tell me if I'm right or wrong. You don't have to believe the things I'm saying just because I'm saying them. You develop your own opinion. I think most of my followers understand that. Don't just follow. Don't just follow to follow. Follow to be a member of the team. And I'll harp on the team thing one more time. Just because you're a subscriber to the Trench Grenade channel doesn't mean you're a follower of the Trench Grenade channel. You're a member of a team, right? Now, of course, it's a weird dynamic because I don't have the ability physically to have everyone be in like one actual conversation. That's why we have the Patreon, the Discord for serious people here. And I'm not saying you have to pay me, right? I'm not saying you have to pay me. But if I had everybody, we'd have trolls get in the Discord, right? So it's this weird dynamic. So if you want to be in the Discord and have conversations with me and other like-minded individuals, it's $5 a month. Weird advertisement just happened. You need to practice on your push-ups, you know what I'm saying? I will guarantee I get roasted more than I... Yep, just keep on trucking. All right, guys. Last call for any last-minute questions. What any other questions y'all got? Any good place to train in South Carolina? Actually, Mr. Highwind, you need to get over to the Patreon because I'm trying to find a private land or a place I can shoot on that's more private where we can put up some steel targets. Freeman said being a 19 Delta a million years ago only means he took good notes. Yeah. Does he have, and in this particular case, does a person that served 10 years ago still have relevance and still have input? Yes, right? They still have their experience to share. They still have a lot to share, right? But there might be some things that are outdated, and there might be some things that just need a little bit of refresher. But always bring your experiences to the table, and let your community flesh out if it's useful, what parts are useful, what parts aren't. OPSEC, by the way. I'm not going to share that. I have not heard of that. I'm still trying to walk around with crutches. I mean, make sure you get better. Don't break yourself off. You know what I'm saying? If you're hurt, and do your physical therapy to get back on the path. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? 69,420. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. It was awesome talking to y'all. Hopefully this wasn't a waste of time. Hopefully y'all got something out of this. Like I said, it's always good to touch base with y'all midweek. I'm going to be making a bunch more content this Sunday for y'all. I'm going to push out a video on Sunday right away, and I'll save them the rest throughout next week. Keep in mind, we are in the middle of a basic combat training cycle. So if my voice is gone, I'm sunburned, I'm not having a lot of time with y'all, then it's not personal. I want to put as much content out. I just don't have the actual time to physically be on the range, to physically edit. Trust me, I wish I had an extra 4 hours of the day where I could get out to the range or just sit here and tell you why I picked a certain bullet, why I picked a certain magazine, why I do this certain drill on the range, right? But guys, thanks for being here. One last time, check out the Patreon if you want a group to train with and to game with, okay? Get it over there. Just give me $5 a month and you get into the freaking Discord and you can have buddies to train with and game with. We have about 400 members of the Discord over there, and that is where a lot of the funding of the channel comes from, guys. Additionally, and no, not all of them are patrons, I wish. And check out the... what's it called? The dang Gun Mag Warehouse sponsorship, guys. If you need magazines, use the Gun Mag Warehouse link below. It is going to be fast shipping, and there you go. As well as Palmetto State Armory, guys. If you need a dagger or a Saber 15 or whatever you need from them, check out the link below. I get a little bit of a kickback, and it helps me and it helps you. Okay, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out on the channel on this impromptu live stream. I enjoy making content for y'all, and I'm looking forward to putting out a whole bunch more in the future. All right, guys. Till next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, the highly motivated gun tuber that your mom said that you had at home. Signing off. Cheers.